You may have a seat.
Watch your step, please. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Counsel?
Thank you. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Bethany DeCollibus, BETHANY DECOLLIBUS,
And your date of birth?
6/29/89.
What do you do for work?
I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And do you have your own practice?
I do have a private practice.
How long have you been in this line of work?
I've had the private practice for about 6 years, but I've been licensed for close to 12.
And in your practice, do you do in-person therapy or telehealth therapy?
I do telehealth therapy right now.
Do you know Lindsay Clancy?
I do.
How do you know her?
We were friends, met as new moms in the same town.
Would that be Duxbury?
Yes.
And how often would you see her?
I'd say probably weekly.
And where would that occur?
Our kids were involved in similar activities, music classes, gymnastics classes. We'd schedule play dates.
What was her typical demeanor?
She was active, engaged, friendly.
Did you ever notice any distinctive changes in her rate of speech or the way she spoke?
No.
Did you ever see any extreme changes in energy or weird behavior?
No changes in weird behavior, but I did notice that she appeared more tired.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Could you repeat that?
You could state that again.
Oh, I was answering the second part of your question. I didn't notice any changes in behavior, but I did notice her appearing more tired over time.
And was that after she had Callan or before that?
Afterwards.
And how often would you see her after she had Callan?
Weekly.
So still going to the same types of places where you would run into her and engage with her. Is that correct?
Yes.
And other than seeming more tired, was there any other change in her demeanor or personality or behavior?
No.
Did she tell you during that time that she was having trouble sleeping?
Yes.
And did she give you any specifics on that?
Just that it was very difficult to get sleep, difficult to fall asleep even when kids were asleep, and that it was an ongoing struggle.
Did that cause concern for you at that point?
I think for a period of time, it felt normal, but after it seemed to continue and not let up for her, I definitely worried about her and was concerned.
When you say it seemed normal, what do you mean by that at first?
I would say for a period of time seemed reminiscent of, sleep troubles that, I remember having and that, remember friends talking about. But I think over time, I started to worry more and realized that it wasn't improving for her.
And what you're talking about, is it, typically after having a baby, new moms are tired from, late night feedings and changings and all of that?
Yes.
And then with Lindsay, she stayed tired?
Yes.
Okay. Did she talk to you about seeking out help from doctors?
She did.
And did she talk to you about seeking out medication to help?
Yes.
And do you recall any specifics about those conversations, about what types of doctors or what types of medication she was seeking?
I don't know about the different types of doctors or the types of medications.
Did you ever talk to her and she relayed that she was looking to find a therapist?
Yes.
And do you know if she ever found a therapist?
At some point, it did sound like she had found a provider to work with.
Being a therapist yourself, did you ever offer to give some referrals or anything like that, or did she ask for any?
I can't remember.
And you said that she continued to appear tired, correct?
Yes.
But other than appearing tired, as the weeks went by, did you observe her having any problem interacting with people or doing the typical behaviors that you would do at the events you would usually see her at?
No.
Did she appear to have any trouble doing day-to-day tasks or interacting with anyone?
Not that I saw.
Did she ever tell you that she was depressed or suicidal?
No.
Did she ever tell you that she had thoughts of harming anyone else?
No.
Did her physical appearance change in any way?
Not that I noticed.
When you would engage with her, have conversations with her, were they usually in person or text or both?
It was a mix of both.
And did you ever have trouble understanding her, either in person or in a text?
No.
Did she ever appear to have trouble understanding you?
No.
At some point in time, did you have dinner with Lindsay and a woman named Erin Renault sometime in November?
Yes.
And was that something that the three of you typically did?
Yes.
How often would you do that?
Probably once every couple of months.
Was this the first time you'd done that since Callan was born?
I can't remember.
Okay. And what was Lindsay's demeanor during that dinner?
She was engaged in conversation with us.
Do you recall saying previously that she seemed normal?
No.
You don't recall saying that?
Not specifically, no.
What about her speech pattern? Was there anything different about her speech pattern?
No.
What did you guys talk about during that dinner?
I remember catching up as we usually did, giving each other updates on, what our kids had been up to, what our families had been up to. And I also made it a point to check in with her about how her sleep was and how she had been feeling lately.
And did she give you responses to those questions?
She did.
Did they make sense?
The responses made sense.
Yeah. What was the tone of this conversation?
I'm not sure how to answer that question.
Well, when you're asking her about how things are going with her sleep and other things, and she's responding, does she seem negative and depressed about things? Does she seem hopeful about things? Like, what's the tone?
It was a serious conversation. I was concerned and wanted to check in. It had sounded like she had been able to connect with some providers, and I would say at that point, I remember her expressing feeling hopeful about the possibility that things could start to get better.
And during this conversation at dinner, did she ever mention that she had suicidal thoughts?
No.
Did she ever mention that she had homicidal thoughts?
No.
Did she ever tell you that she was hearing voices?
No.
Did she ever tell you that she was having intrusive thoughts of her own?
No.
At any point in time while you're engaging with her, did it look like she was responding to something internally, like a voice, or seeing something that wasn't there?
No.
Other than having an issue with sleep, did she mention any other issues that she was having?
She mentioned feeling anxious.
And after this dinner, did you next see her at Cora's birthday party in January?
Yes.
And at that birthday party, did you see her interacting with other people and parents and children, as a mom would usually do at a birthday party?
Yes.
Did you interact with her yourself?
I did.
Did you notice anything different about her demeanor or her behavior at that party?
No.
Did you have a conversation with her briefly about sleep?
I did.
And was it you basically asking how the sleep issue was going?
Yes.
And what was her response?
She responded that things haven't gotten any better and that she feels like a zombie.
Was there anything about her appearance or the way she was interacting or behaving that when you saw her, you thought she looks like a zombie?
She seemed tired.
But there's a difference between being tired and looking like a zombie, right?
She didn't look like a zombie, no.
And she was able to engage with you and the other parents there, engage with her children and the other children, correct?
She was.
And do you recall stating previously that at the party she seemed fine?
And no, not specifically.
Page 11. Have you look at page 11 and bottom line 24, and then to the top of page 12. Does that refresh your memory as to a conversation you had with the police back in 2023 where you said that she seemed fine at the party?
Sure, yeah.
I have no other questions. Thank you.
Mr. Bennington.
So, morning.
Morning.
Fair to say that you were obviously pretty good friends with Lindsay?
Yes.
And fair to say that in that regard, you had occasion to observe objectively things like she looked tired, she was complaining that she was tired.
Yes.
Said that she was anxious.
Yes.
Told you that at one point towards the end time frame into January that she felt like a zombie. Correct?
Yes.
Did you ask her any questions like the district attorney was asking you? Did you ask her, well, what are your symptoms and what do you feel like? And what do you, is there anything that you can tell me about how you feel? Did you probe in that regard?
I don't remember probing about specific
Right.
symptoms, no.
So in other words, you're friends and you and Erin and Lindsay were out to dinner or lunch and you're trying to have a good time, right?
Yes.
How was she as a mother to your observations? Did she, as far as taking care of her kids, being happy with the kids? Did she not like her kids? What were your observations?
She loved her kids. She was warm, kind, consistent, loving.
And you actually were summoned to be here today by the district attorney's office, correct?
I was.
And you actually were interviewed by the state police. That's what she was questioning you about, page 11 and page 12. It was a recorded interview and things of that nature, right?
Yes.
Would you agree with me that although she may not have been telling you that she was seeing something that wasn't there, or hearing voices or drooling or acting in some unusual fashion while you guys were out having lunch, she did express to you that she was having some difficulties, correct?
She expressed that she was having difficulty, yes.
And would you say, knowing Lindsay as you did, that she was a type that was not really a complainer? She would not try to be a downer when you're out to lunch and having a good time with your friends and complain about her symptoms?
No.
But she did tell you that she was somewhat hopeful because she was seeing healthcare providers?
Yes.
And one of the things that they had asked you about, fair to say that when you talked to the police, you told them that you had spent a lot of time chatting about over this period of time that she had been having a lot of trouble sleeping, and that she referenced the postpartum period, right?
Yes.
And when you were talking to the police, the troopers, did they try to divert you? Did you feel that they were trying to get what your observations were, or did they want you to focus on their questions when they were questioning you?
Could you repeat that?
No, it's a bad question. Never mind. It's a bad question. I'm sorry. But nevertheless, you actually told them that you had been in touch with her. You'd been to the house, right?
I had been in touch with her, yes.
Yeah, and you knew Patrick.
Yes.
Other than socializing with your friends and with Erin and going out to lunches, you guys would also text, correct?
Yes.
I mean, that's a way of keeping in touch with each other.
Yes.
And she would respond to your inquiries about fun things and about kids, right?
Yes.
But also, on occasion, you were concerned about her and you'd ask her how she's doing, right?
Yes.
And when you would ask her those things, she would tell you, for example, that she didn't know what medications were doing to her, but she in fact mentioned to you that the medications did not appear as though they were helping, and she still wasn't able to get any sleep.
Correct.
And further, in the statements that you gave to the police when they were asking you questions about your observations, she did indicate on a couple of occasions that she had obtained a therapist and a prescriber, and she would reference her relationship with Pat and tell you that Pat's great, things like that, right?
Yes.
You said yes, I'm sorry, the door
Yes.
closed. So in those occasions, did she ever complain about Pat, or would they seem to be getting along pretty good?
They seem to be getting along great.
Was he supportive to your observations of her?
Yes.
Then when you went out to the other dinner, did you indicate to the police that in that conversation that her mother knows everything, or she told you, my mom knows everything, and she's working it out as far as the therapist and the drugs, correct?
Yes.
And you still felt that it was readily apparent that she was struggling, right?
Yes.
Still having difficulty sleeping and being anxious, right?
Yes.
And as a friend, you were concerned, right?
I was concerned. Yes.
Now, one of the questions the DA had asked you is that she was supposed to go back to work, and that she indicated that she had canceled that date to go back to work because she still wasn't sleeping well. Is that right?
She had. Yes.
And those were her words, that she canceled going back to work because she still wasn't sleeping well.
Yes.
Did she ever talk to you about work? Did she seem to like her job as a labor and delivery nurse?
She loved it, as far as I knew.
And then you were at Cora's birthday party in January, is that correct?
Yes.
And that was the one that was at the trampoline park, right?
Yes.
And it was that time, and that would have been in January of 23, I believe, that it was in that time that you were concerned and you said, hey, are you getting any sleep? And she was like, no, I feel like a zombie, is what her words were, correct?
Yes.
Is that the last time you saw her?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Let me step down.